Buongiorno. Good morning. His Excellency, Mr. and let me make an attempt, Antonio Tajani, Deputy Prime Minister, my brother, good friend, India's very, very erudite and popular today across the world, Minister of External Affairs, Dr. S. Jaishankar, Her Excellency Ms. Anna Maria Bernini, Harshvardhan, Umesh, Excellencies, very distinguished guests from across Italy and India, friends, truly a delight to be amongst all of you at the Italy-India Business, Science and Tech Forum this morning. Amidst all the global challenges that the world is experiencing, it's very reassuring, Excellencies, to see the strength and depth of the Italy-India friendship, our partnership. As the Italians say, chi trova un amico, trova un tesoro. Those who find a friend, find a treasure. This forum is a very timely platform and a good opportunity for all of us to collectively resolve to implement the Joint Strategic Action Plan 2025-29 launched by Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Honorable Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni in November of 2024. It's a very forward-looking, ambitious and pragmatic roadmap with a strong focus on trade, investment, innovation. It's our joint effort to demonstrate to the world that whether it's the telecom sector, whether it's modern day artificial intelligence, quantum computing, machine learning, manufacturing through Industry 4.0, emerging technologies in space, we have a tremendous potential to work together, to grow together. This bond is stronger than ever before, both in scope and in substance. Italy has been a true friend and a partner in our growth and transformation journey. The India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor provides us an opportunity to further come closer to each other. We are also working together in the Global Biofuels Alliance, at the International Solar Alliance, the Coalition Disaster Resilience Alliance, and looking at the scope and extent of our bilateral trade, both in goods and services. I believe that if we were able to expand the scope of this relationship to make it seamless to work with each other, encourage our investments on both sides, promote businesses to trade with each other without roadblocks, I think there is tremendous potential to grow from the $15 billion level we have achieved so far. The ties between India and the European Union are underscored by the landmark visit of the President of the European Commission, Ms. Ursula von der Leyen, only a couple of months ago, and the first such visit ever in the history of the European Union, when the President, accompanied by almost the entire Commission, visited any other country. I believe concrete steps need to be taken to expedite the conclusion of the free trade agreement between the European and Union and India, which can help us deepen our ties and relationship. And that will need both the European Union, its member states, and India to work in a spirit of cooperation, to develop a mutual trust and deeper understanding of the trade barriers which are holding back trade, holding back the trade agreements between our two countries. We'll have to earn the confidence of investors both in India and in Europe so that we can encourage more people-to-people and business-to-business engagements in the years to come. Friends, India has emerged as a key market for European companies wishing to invest in a high-quality nation with a skill and talent pool which is unmatched. India today produces the highest number of STEM graduates anywhere in the world every year, 43% of whom are women. Today, India offers a possibility to expand manufacturing at scale, which will help you leverage the huge demand that 1.4 billion Indians generate and help provide economies of scale, which can help you capture world markets through competitive edge and affordable pricing. An economy slated to grow from 4 trillion to 35 trillion by 2047, our goal of Viksit Bharat, a developed and prosperous India by 2047, makes India a compelling case to deepen the engagement between European Union and India, particularly between Italy and India. Let us work together to promote investments, collaborations. Let us grow our trade. Let us make this joint action plan a reality with tangible outcomes, specific timelines. Let's focus on innovation and incubate a very serious startup ecosystem between the two nations, which can focus on R&D and the new technologies of the future. Let us also look at training programs and employment opportunities both ways, with education becoming the fulcrum, or possibly dual degrees between Italy and India becoming the fulcrum of talent, a lot of which is required in Europe today to sustain or grow the European economy. There are newer areas untapped like fashion, luxury goods, food processing, pharmaceuticals, tourism, green tech, advanced manufacturing, automobiles, particularly electric vehicles, and the like. As Prime Minister Modi says, and I quote, "The world's eyes are on Bharat, and the world's hopes are also pinned on Bharat." We offer an opportunity for all of you, ladies and gentlemen, to look at bigger future, better future, a more prosperous future for businesses and people across the ocean. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister, sir. It is now my privilege to welcome Her Excellency Ms. Anna Maria Bernini, Italy's Honorable Minister of Universities and Research. Minister Bernini has been a member of Italian Parliament since 2008 and is also a distinguished lawyer and university professor. Her leadership is redefining the role of research and higher education as drivers of national development. We are certainly delighted to have her with us today, and may I invite Her Excellency to share her thoughts with the August House. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Honorable Ministers, Your Excellencies, all of you, esteemed authorities, speakers, participants, I am honored and pleased to co-open with you the institutional session of Business, Science and Tech Forum where the word science appears as a natural bridge between the industrial, technological, and commercial dimensions. My warm thanks to the Indian government for hosting us and to the Embassy of Italy in New Delhi for having co-organized this important event. Italy and India share commitment to research and innovation as drivers of sustainable development and socio-economic transformation. Both nations are implementing ambitious reforms and investments to advance their research systems. Today, we confirm the decision to position Italy as a strategic partner for India in scientific and technological progress. I extend my deepest thanks also to the research institutions, universities, higher artistic education entities, which are part, I would say, the three souls of the ministry I'm honored to serve. And all the companies, of course, that are here today for outlining science and technology priorities in both countries. We must utilize this foundation to strengthen collaboration in priority areas, including, as my fellow minister said before, artificial intelligence, quantum technologies, digitalization, big data and quality of big data, biotechnologies and life sciences, energy and sustainability, space, aerospace sciences and astrophysics, and advanced materials and manufacturing. Key goals include fostering public-private partnerships, connecting research with businesses, promoting technological transfer, and accelerating innovation. India's scientific strength and the long-standing collaboration between our academic and research institutions are invaluable assets to achieve altogether these goals. Today, Minister Singh and I will sign a memorandum of understanding, setting the stage for stronger joint research and innovation activities. In particular, this memorandum of understanding will lay the groundwork for strategic and more ambitious collaborative research project. It will enhance research mobility, foster joint participation in key multilateral programs, support entrepreneurship, innovative startups, and spin-offs, and facilitate the launch of joint research projects in fields of shared interest. Collaborating in research and innovation means further evolving our economies and leading them towards frontier sections. Italy is eager to consolidate its scientific bilateral relations with India further. The Italian Ministry of University and Research is investing over 11 billion euros to make its national research system cutting edge in sustainability, human capital, and innovation. Internationalizing these efforts is key, and India is a priority partner to achieve this goal. Fundamental research fuels groundbreaking innovations. Italy and India are investing in these essential drivers of research and intend to consolidate their bilateral cooperation further in order to improve their respective scientific ecosystems. Together, we can foster joint advancements for academia, industry, and the public sector. We're also working with the Indian Ministry of Education to sign an agreement that will facilitate the mutual recognition of academic qualifications. Our students must be sure that no matter where they acquire their skills, they will be more than welcome in the two countries, in our two countries, without too much bureaucratic burdens. Today marks an important milestone in the growing scientific and academic partnership between our countries. I'm confident that the high-level scientific and academic dialogue that will start this morning here will serve as a foundation for many more successful joint projects, fostering long-term collaboration for the benefit of both nations and the global community. Together, we can build a resilient and innovative future for all of us. Thank you so much. I wish you all a productive event. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister Bernini. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce a statesman of remarkable distinction and deep commitment to European unity and diplomacy. His Excellency, Mr. Antonio Tajani, the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of Italy. Mr. Tajani brings with him an illustrious career spanning over 4 decades, starting with journalism to European policymaking and public service. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me once again in extending a warm welcome to His Excellency, Mr. Antonio Tajani, to kindly share his thoughts.
Thank you very much, dear friends, ministers. Thank you very much for hosting us today and tomorrow in India. For Italian people, hospitality is very, very important. Your kindly hospitality is crucial for us. For this, I want to thank you because we are open your doors for Italian delegation. Thank you very, very, very much. This is very, very important for us. It's a clear message from India to Italy. Thank you. This meeting is a new important step in a strong partnership that is growing faster than ever. The Prime Minister Modi and Minister Meloni signed the Strategic Action Plan. And this trip, this business forum is part of this Strategic Action Plan. Our link, the link between Italy and India, is an historical link. It goes back to ancient times when the Romans, I was born in Rome, first started trade and dialogue with India. I'm happy to be here with my colleague and friend, Minister of University and Research, Anna Maria Bernini, with a big delegation of the most important Italian universities, like Torino, Venezia, and other important universities in Italy. Together, we want to strengthen our cooperation for a partnership that looks at the future through higher education, innovation, and research. Today, Italy and India are closer than ever. The Cotton Road, the India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor, IMEC, is a strategic opportunity for growth and trade. We want to make this stronger to support export and investments. I'm happy to announce that I have named a special envoy for the Cotton Road, Ambassador Francesco Talò. He was the Sherpa of the Prime Minister Meloni. He will lead Italy's role in this important project. I look forward to organize, together with my friend Minister Yashkar, a political meeting of the ministries of the foreign affairs of all countries that are part of this project in the second half of this year. I would like to host this event together with him in Trieste, the terminal point of the Cotton Road for the entire European continent. Trieste is a key port in northern Italy, a leading region in our economy and engine of growth and innovation. It's the port of the Central Europe. But this is important to work with you in this part of Italy. It's important to work on the new technology connection, like the Blue Raman undersea cable, a digital highway that will connect Mumbai to Genoa. This is another important link. We are living a difficult moment because there are two wars, Ukraine and the Middle East. We have problems with tariffs. Our goal is to reach a situation with no tariffs. At the same time, we want to use this opportunity to grow in key and high potential markets. That is why I have prepared a detailed export action plan when India and all of Asia are top priority partners. India is an economy with enormous potential. For this, we are here. We want to strengthen this cooperation. Italy and India are natural economic partners. Our trade is more than 14 billion, but I want to do more. We are here Italian and Indians for doing more, for strengthening cooperation. We want to invest more in India, we want to export more in India, and we want more Indian investments in my country, and we want also more Indian companies working in Italy. I am a strong supporter of the joint ventures. Our organization, there are 3 state companies, each such as Siemens, pushing hard for supporting our companies for internationalization and for export. And today we will open in the afternoon a new seat of Siemens here in India, in New Delhi. For this, our entire Sistema Italia is here, starting, of course, with our embassy in New Delhi. But talking on the embassies, I want to thank the ambassador to Italy. Thank you very much for our ambassador to India. We are working very well. Thank you very, very, very much for your strong engagement for strengthening the relationship between our countries. Thank you, Madam. As I said, the new Siemens office in New Delhi will be an important message to India, also to Italian companies. SACE is also here to help Italian companies manage the cost and risk of the new investments. With this push strategy, SACE will offer good opportunities to Indian companies that want to do business in Italy. Lastly, I want to mention many promotional activities and the strategic role of Cassa Depositi e Prestiti. We also count on the benefit for our companies from the India-EU Free Trade Agreement that we hope will be signed soon. We are pushing hard in Brussels for achieving this important goal. India is a very, very important country in the world. Every day is more important, also for the stability of the Indo-Pacific region. Stability is crucial for strengthening trade. Without stability, it's impossible to do business. For this, the cooperation between our countries is important, also at political level, in this very important part of the world. During the G7 meeting, during every meeting in the West, we are talking on the importance of the stability of the Indo-Pacific region, and India is crucial for this stability. But there are many, many sectors where it is possible to do business. Innovation, for example, artificial intelligence and supercomputers. We are working to open an innovation center in Bangalore soon. It will connect universities, research and innovative business. This is important for us. It's another bridge between India and Italy. But also space, a sector with amazing opportunities for cooperation. Our space agencies have already started a strong and structured dialogue. We want to strengthen it, involving more the private sector with a business mission in the space sector before the end of this year. We will also increase our presence by sending a space attaché to our embassy soon. Also, the ambassador is very happy for this, but I think space is crucial for the future. There are clean companies, but this also, if we want to fight against climate change, we need to strengthen this sector. Another key area of cooperation is the defense industry. India is a strategic partner, and our companies are working together successfully to build joint partnerships based on trust, technology exchange, and local production development. And dear friends, I want to conclude by mentioning sport, an area of collaboration very important for me and a key priority for the government. Diplomacy of sport is very, very important. I am working for the reform of my ministry. Diplomacy of sport will be part of the new growth strategy for my country. Sport is a strong engine for growth and for international cooperation. Champions in sport are great ambassadors for our countries. We also have with us a great world football champions like Marco Materazzi, who won the World Championship. Great champions create bridges between and opportunities for dialogue. I am thinking of the extraordinary role of the Olympic Games and the important message of peace represented by the Olympic truce. In this spirit, we want to launch soon a training program called A Common Goal, Italian and India Football Play Together, for Indian football coaches, and the Summer Cup for boys and girls from disadvantaged backgrounds. I think the sport is also important for growth, and for social level is crucial if we want to back our citizens. Dear friends, I am very happy for this trip. The relationship between India and Italy are very important for us. We want to do more as Italy also. I will organize also a business forum with Minister Goyal in Brescia during the summer. I think also in this sector, industrial sector is very, very important for us. Also it is important to have more and more Indian students in our university. And we want also to send more Italian students to India because they are the future of our countries. They are the future of our relationship. For this, dear friends, thank you very, very, very much. We are ready for doing more. And we want to be more present in your country with more and more Italian companies working here. This is the job of my ministry and the ministry of Mrs. Bernini. We want to work in the next years with you because we are our best friends in this region. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, and now we are deeply honored to welcome one of India's foremost voices in the global diplomacy, His Excellency Dr. S. Jaishankar, Honorable Minister of External Affairs, Government of India. We are honored to have him share his perspectives at this forum. Please join me in welcoming His Excellency Dr. S. Jaishankar.
Your Excellency, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Antonio Tajani, Excellency, Minister of University and Research, Anna Maria Bernini, my distinguished cabinet colleague, the super energetic Commerce and Industry Minister, Piyush Goyal ji, President of FICCI, Harshvardhan Agarwal ji, Vice Chairman and Managing Director of Titagarh Rail Systems, Umesh Chaudhary ji, ambassadors, rectors of universities, heads of research centers, business leaders, ladies and gentlemen. Namaskar and buongiorno. It is a pleasure to join you all today at the inaugural meeting of the India-Italy Business, Science and Tech Forum. Deputy Prime Minister, your visit, accompanied by Minister Bernini and this multi-sectoral delegation, is an important step forward to implement the joint strategic action plan which our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji and Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni had announced in November 2024 at Rio. The last time we met, you shared with me how much you were looking forward to this visit. We reciprocated that sentiment fully, and we are really very, very pleased to see you here with such an impressive delegation. Friends, the action plan which our Prime Ministers agreed upon captured their vision for deepening the bilateral strategic partnership between our two countries, but through concrete outcomes that will benefit both of us. They directed us to work with our respective industries, but also with our scientific establishments and higher education institutions to facilitate collaborations, co-production, innovation, and flow of knowledge and talent between the two of us. Now, our partnership, the one between India and Italy, it is rooted in our democratic values, in our respect for civilizations, in our culture and heritage, but above all, in a common vision for a stable, rules-based, and prosperous world. We meet today, as Minister Tajani reminded us, in a familiar global political economic order, but one which is transforming, becoming ever more complex and unpredictable. Even as we recover from the pandemic, from multiple conflicts in Europe, Middle East, and Asia, we must recognize that our supply chains are more fragile and our maritime shipping more disrupted. Geopolitical competition has sharpened as market shares are leveraged and economic activities are weaponized. Indeed, the over-concentration of manufacturing and the reliability of supply chains have today become overriding concerns for all of us. Industries and governments are struggling to keep pace with the impact of rapid digitalization and technology shifts, which are accentuated by trade barriers and export controls. Countries across the world are understandably responding by de-risking, by building strong political and economic partnerships, by diversifying the manufacturing and trade partners, and by investing at home in innovation and research. Both our countries are witnessing these trends at home. In recent years, India has been working closely with like-minded partners to build the kind of resilient and trusted partnerships that we need now to address not only our economic interests, but our strategic priorities as well. For us, Deputy Prime Minister, Italy ranks high in that list. In many sectors, there is a natural complementarity that we need to exploit, whether it is energy or transport, food processing or light engineering. You in Italy have the technologies and the best practices that could make such a collaboration truly fruitful. We have also launched new platforms like the India-EU Trade and Technology Council, which address our contemporary national and economic security agendas. Together, we are keen to seek and develop critical technologies in the sunrise sectors. You're all aware, and Minister Goyal mentioned it as well, of the historic visit of the EU College of Commissioners in February this year, during which Prime Minister Modi and President von der Leyen tasked the two governments to conclude the FTA negotiations by the end of 2025. I hope that our bilateral efforts will advance in tandem. Let me also take this opportunity to bring out India's interests in the Mediterranean. Our relationship with countries in this region have progressed immensely in recent years, especially as the Indian economy gathered momentum. Our trade with the Mediterranean today is in the range of $75 to $80 billion annually, and our diaspora there is approximately 460,000. We have promoted investments in critical sectors, including infrastructure, energy, and technology. The strategic location of the Mediterranean, with approximately 600 ports and which accounts for about 25% of global seaborne trade, establishes it as a crucial hub and one of particular interest to India. For its part, India plays an equally vital role in the Indo-Pacific, extending its reach westwards. Given both the location and centrality, as well as the levels of activities, it makes eminent sense today to connect the two what Italy is doing eastwards from the Mediterranean and what India is doing westwards across the Arabian Sea, to connect the two for our mutual benefit. The landmark initiative of the India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor, which our Italian friends call the Cotton Road, was launched during India's G20 presidency, and both our countries were members of it, and this will truly create a new global axis for economies, for energy resources, and for communications. We must also recognize, and again this is a point that Mr. Goyal has brought out, that India and Italy collaborate in many other international initiatives, whether it's the International Solar Alliance, whether it's the Global Biofuel Alliance, or indeed the Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure. So we have a very good base today to build upon. But when we look today as a country at this turbulent world, I also want to share with our Italian friends that India is trying to play to its strengths and try to expand its many relationships. In the last decade, we have devoted ourselves to enhancing ease of doing business, improving ease of living, building a modern infrastructure through the Gati Shakti initiatives, and forging a digital public infrastructure. This has contributed to better governance and has made us a more attractive business partner. Our friends from Italy should take particular note of areas of growth because many of them are of direct interest to them. Let me make two other points. India is not just growing. The nature of growth is itself undergoing a shift. This is now a society focused strongly on innovation and creativity, where startups are proliferating rapidly. At the same time, there is a determined set of strategies to explore sectors like AI, EV, drones, space, and nanotechnologies who will be the drivers of growth in future. Please also bear in mind that lifestyle changes in India emanating from expanded prosperity are also a new factor of demand. The direction of India's progress and the capabilities of Italian industry make for a good combination. And I believe today that Make in India offers a platform, a pathway for that collaboration to unfold. Let me conclude by highlighting the relevance of Indian skills and talent for our business cooperation. We are creating new capacities in education and vocational training at a truly rapid pace. Many institutions are linking themselves directly to the global workplace. There have also been a surge in global capability centers in India who have now begun to make a significant contribution economically. At the same time, design, research, and innovation are being encouraged across multiple domains. The potential of such collaborations can be brought out by a forum such as this. We heard from Minister Bernini in this regard, and I fully reciprocate her sentiments. Minister Tajani also mentioned the growth in the number of students. Before we came in here, we were talking about the potential of tourism. And I do believe that if we can make it easier to travel between our two countries, that would be a very practical contribution to the betterment of our ties. So let me conclude with these words. I think Minister Tajani's message was very clear today: do more. And I hear that almost on a daily basis from Minister Piyush Goyal ji as well. So how do we do more? How do we do more with the world? How do we do more with each other? I want to say we here today are there to motivate, to enable, to support, but we are ultimately counting on all of you to make that happen. I'm sure that your deliberations today in the forum will address itself not only to the issues, but to find practical pathways for deeper collaboration. Once again, I would like to thank the Deputy Prime Minister and his delegation for joining us here today. And I wish you all a very, very productive discussion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for your illuminating remarks. And now to offer a brief word of thanks, we now invite Mr. Umesh Chaudhary, Vice Chairman and Managing Director, Titagarh Rail Systems Limited.
Excellency, Deputy Prime Minister, Minister Tehani, Excellency Minister Bernini, Excellency Minister Goyal, Minister Jaishankar, friends on and of the dais. It's a great honor for me to propose this vote of thanks to a very important morning. And thank you, Excellencies, for providing the industry a platform wherein you have facilitated, as Minister Jaishankar said, a business-to-business platform to enhance the trade between the two countries. I believe India and Italy share much deeper connection than trade. There are two countries